Good evening and welcome to National Broadcasting News India tonight's news update. Here are the top stories. Trump kicks off America's 250th anniversary celebrations in Des Moines, Iowa with a patriotic fair featuring historical exhibits, music, fireworks, and officials like Lee Greenwood. U.S. labor market shows signs of softening in June. Job growth slowed and the unemployment rate rose to 4.3%, the highest in over 3.5 years. Australia finalizes a $2 billion missile deal with the US. Buys AIM-120C8 and AIM-120D3 supersonic missiles to equip FA-80s, F-35s and a new anti-air brigade, while rejecting a strict 3.5% GDP defense spend target. Australia launches Indo-Pacific Endeavour 2025 exercises, a program involving workshops and naval engagement across Southeast Asia and the Northeastern Indian Ocean to deepen regional ties. Oman Investment Authority reports US $4.1 billion profit for 2024, ranking among the top 10 global sovereign wealth funds. Amarnath Yatra 2025 begins in India. Over 5,800 pilgrims flagged off in Kashmir for the sacred August Shrines Cave Trek. Ferry sinks off Bali, Indonesia. 4 dead, 30 missing, 31 rescued after a 65% ferry capsizes near Bali. Taiwanese airline raise international fuel surcharges. Major carriers adjust fees upward due to swing in global oil prices. Japan's upper house election campaign kicks off. The ruling party begins its campaign ahead of July elections. Dollar steadies ahead of US jobs data. Forex markets calm as traders await the June employment report. Iran-US tensions flare amid Strait of Hormuz concerns. Rising fear of blockade due to military strikes and regional tensions. Israeli forces strike Gaza tents and school, killing dozens. At least 73 Palestinians were killed, including 33 aid seekers, in Israeli operations targeting 10 sites and a school in the Al-Mawasi and Al-Majida areas. Witnesses described horror scenes from unprovoked gunfire at humanitarian aid sites. Over 300 Palestinians killed in 48 hours amid tensions. Reports confirm that more than 300 Palestinians were killed over 2 days, with strikes on a school in Gaza City marking one of the deadliest incidents. Rupee strengthens on US trade deal hopes and weak US jobs data. The Indian rupee opened slightly stronger at rupees 85.6 to 85.64 against the dollar, boosted by optimism over a possible India-US trade agreement ahead of July 9 tariff deadline and softened US private payroll data. Indian services sector hits 10-month growth peak. The HSBC India Services PMI rose to 60.4 in June, its highest in 10 months, driven by strong domestic demand and easing inflation, although business confidence eased. Indian equities advance on trade optimism. Nifty 50 rose 0.4% to 25,555.2 and Sensex gained 0.41% as investors anticipated progress on trade talks with the US following a Vietnam deal. India extends import curbs on met coke with 6 months. The government has capped low-ash metallurgical coke imports to 1.4 MMT through December 31, 2025 to support local steel manufacturers amid anti-dumping scrutiny. Tripura banks closed for Karachi Puja today. July 3rd is A state bank holiday in Tripura for Karachi, Puja elsewhere across India. Banks are operational. Wimbledon, Alcaraz and Sabalenka cruised through early rounds. Both continued strong form at Wimbledon 2025, easing into subsequent rounds with confident performances. Australia allocates 3.435 billion for Brisbane 2032 Olympics venues. The federal government greenlit significant funding for Olympics infrastructure ahead of 2032 Brisbane Games. Shubman Gill century anchors India at Edgbaston. Captain Gill scored an unbeaten runs day one of the second test against England, replicating masterclass form and steadying the innings. Rugby Premier League kicks off in India. The new 6-team franchisee-based Rugby Sevens League launched to rejuvenate India's rugby scene, aiming for Olympic inclusion by 2028. Phoenix starring Surya Vijay Sethupathi set off July 4th release. The Tamil sports action drama directed by Anil Arashu premieres in cinemas on July 4th. Game Changer opens strong. Ram Charan's political thriller draws rupees 176 to 186 crore. Shankar directed Telugu action political drama starring Ram Charan and Kiara Advani debuted to rupees 178 to 186 crore worldwide. That's all for tonight. Thank you for watching. We will be back with more news tomorrow. Goodbye.